Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syakir and I will explain about story title, synopsis and characters. For the first, I will be presenting our story title, Armada of Straki. This is an action science fiction war story with a psychological thriller element exploring the conflict between humanity and technology. The story takes place in a near future world where advanced AI robots were originally created to protect humans. However, everything changes when these machines begin deciding who deserves to live. Second, I will explain about the synopsis. The story follows Arman, a soldier who lost his parents at a young age and was believed to be a robbery. As he grows up in an orphanage, he develops a strong sense of determination and later joins the military, eventually becoming the leader of an elite unit. One day, powerful robots suddenly appear and begin destroying the country. At first, people believe these robots are alien invaders, but as the war continues, Arman discovers a shocking truth that robots were actually created by humans as part of a secret AI project. As the conflict escalates, Arman uncovers even deeper secrets, including the truth about his father's death, which was connected to the same project. He begins to realize that the real enemy may not be the machines but humanity itself. In the end, Arman is forced to make a difficult decision whether to save humanity or to stop AI system that humans created. Now, moving on to the characters. Arman is a dynamic and round character who evolves from a revenge-driven soldier into someone who questions morality and humanity. Razif, his close friend, starts as a loyal ally but becomes a tragic character after being manipulated by the AI. Next, the artificial intelligence system acts as the antagonist. It is a static character that represents pure logic without emotion. Next, Arman's father symbolizes the truth and sacrifice. And lastly, while Farisha, the team's medic, represents compassion and humanity even in the middle of the war.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad FIKRI. I will explain the setting, plot and conflict of the story part. Number 1. The story takes place in the future where the world has been destroyed by giant AI control robots. Most cities are ruined and humans are close to extinction. The main locations include the last military base where humans survive and Novaris country, which later becomes the center of the final conflict between Arman and the AI system. Next, the plot begins with Arman's tragic childhood, which motivates him to search for the truth. As the story develops, the robot invention creates chaos and pushes humanity to the edge of extinction. The climax happens when Razif betrays Arman, creating emotional conflict and major destruction. Towards the end, Arman discovers that the AI project was connected to his father's death. The story ends with an open ending where Arman must decide humanity's future. Next, the main external conflict is the war between humans and AI robots that threaten humanity's existence. At the same time, Arman faces internal conflict after learning the truth about the AI project and his father. He begins questioning whether humans are truly innocent or if they are responsible for their own destruction. This conflict makes the story deeper and more emotional because it focuses not only on action but also on human morality and choices.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad SHAMEL bin SAU'ODI. My message number is 085104. For this slide, I will explain the main themes of the story. The story shows the conflict between humanity and technology, especially advanced AI. It also explores truth versus manipulation, where information can be controlled. Finally, it highlights sacrifice and responsibility and the moral conflict between humans. Overall, the story shows that the real challenge is not technology but human choices. Okay. For this slide, I will explain the moral value of the story. First, humans must take responsibility for what they create, especially technology. Without ethics, technology can become dangerous. The story also shows that truth is important even if it is painful. Finally, every decision has consequences. Overall, the message is that technology can help or destroy, depending on how humans use it. In this slide, I will explain about the sample script of the story. So the first scene is Last Stronghold. In this scene, we can see that humanity is on the verge of defeat. The stronghold represents the last safe place for humans to survive. The dialogue between Arman and Razif shows the pressure and fear they are facing. Razif begins to lose hope while Arman remains determined to keep fighting. This scene is important because it introduces the critical situation and sets up the main conflict of the story. Next scene is Betrayal. This scene is the turning point of the story. Razif is manipulated by the AI, which lies to him about his family still being alive. Because of this, he unknowingly betrays Arman and opens access to the enemy. Arman is forced to make a very difficult decision, which is to shoot his own best friend. This scene highlights strong emotional conflict and emphasizes theme of sacrifice and manipulation. Next scene is Final Confrontation. In this final scene, Arman confronts the AI, which is the main cause of the destruction. The AI explains that its actions are meant to solve human problems, which raises a deep moral question. Are humans actually the cause of the world destruction? This scene is important because it delivers the main message of the story and leaves the audience an ending about.